Welcome back to Reese Vlogs, people. So as you can tell by the title, no long talking, we're just going to get into it. I'll be doing Jamaican rice and peas for you today. But if it's your first time or if it's your second time and you haven't subscribed, second, third, fourth, fifth time and you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Also turn on your post notifications and just like the video, because I mean it's Reese Vlog, so you know it's going to be good. So anyways, let's get straight into it. So for rice and peas, the first thing you want to do is soak your peas. You want to soak your peas from overnight. Ensure that you use enough peas, wash them, soak them overnight, put water over the peas, ensure that they're fully submerged and leave them overnight. This will allow the peas to cook a little bit faster. So once you do that, the next day now, you pressure your peas. You want to use that same water that you used to soak the peas in and pressure the peas. You might need to add some amount of water also to this, right? Depending on how much peas you're cooking and how much water you use previously to soak the peas. So now you go ahead and pressure the peas. Once you pressure the peas, it should be soft. You should be able to crush the peas just like that. I don't know if you've seen it, but you should be able to crush it out, right? It shouldn't be tough, and you should have a good amount of water. And this color that you're seeing gives the rice the reddish tint, so you want to ensure that you use enough peas to get this nice burgundy reddish color, so that it can give your rice that nice burgundy reddish tint also. So now to season up your rice, what you're going to use to season up your rice, I have here some one pepper, country pepper, scotch bonnet pepper, whatever you want to call it, pepper. But for this pepper, you don't punch it, you don't cut it, put it in the pot whole. Again, put it in the pot whole. If this pepper bursts, problem. You don't want your rice and peas to be spicy. Also, we'll add some pimento. Don't put pimento seeds. You don't want to put too much pimento seeds. I even think this that I have here is a little bit too much, but I'll work around it. And then you need some scallion. So for the scallion, what I did, I just crush it up like this, like so, just to get the flavor out of it. And then of course you're going to need some thyme. Ensure that you wash your thyme before you put it in the pot. Wash all your ingredients before you put them in the pot. So those are your ingredients. So first step, what you want to do is put the peas to boil, or put it on the pot and turn on the stove, heat it up, bring it to a boil. Once you bring your peas to a boil, you're going to add your seasonings and coconut milk. So there are about 3 options for the coconut milk. You can either get the coconut milk straight from the natural coconut, you have to grate it or blend it and extract the milk, or you can use the cream in the can, or you can use the coconut powder, which I'll be using now. All you need to do is add water to this. Can either use 1 or 2. I'm going to use 1 today, but sometimes I use 2 just to get a rich coconut taste in the rice and peas. Okay, so now for your rice, well, for my rice now I'm using parboiled rice, but before you put your rice in the pot, you have to go through it and pick out whatever don't look like rice. So if you see something like this, you don't want it in the rice. It is unsightly. You just don't want things like that in your rice. So you go through it and you pick it and you take out whatever don't look like rice. Whatever look like what I just show you, you pick it out. So after that, you want to wash your rice. So now what I do, I wash my rice until the water is clear, right? Sometimes I don't really have the time to wash it until it's clear, because as you can see, the water is clouding now. So you want to wash the rice as long as you have the time. You wash it until the water is clear, crystal clear. But as I said, sometimes I don't have the time to do that, so I just ensure that I give it a good wash, and then that's it. So there we have it. The ingredients are in the pot. We have the pepper, the scallion, the thyme down there somewhere, and we have the pimentos. What I do, and the coconut milk is also in there, as you can see. What I do when I'm making the coconut milk, I use the water from the peas, some of the water from the peas to make it. So I'm not adding any more additional water to this pot, and you can do it the same way. So you just give it a little stir, make sure that everything is in there, and then you just add the rice right after. So now the rice is in there, and you want to just give it a good stir. Make sure that the peas and the rice and all of the seasonings are mixed together, because you don't want when it's halfway cooked or when it's cooked the rice is at the bottom and the peas is at the top. You don't want that, so you want to just give it a good stir. Ensure that everything is mixed together very well. Add a little salt, then mix again, and now it's bubbling. So quick pro tip: when you're cooking rice, whether plain rice or rice and peas, you want to ensure that the water is just about an inch over the rice. So what you can do to measure that, right at the first joint of your pointing finger, you ensure that the water comes up to there. That is about an inch, right? And that is a very good way to measure it, and it's 100% foolproof, so you'll get it right every time once you follow that step. So you can just go ahead and let your rice and peas bubble once you're at this step for about 10 to 15 minutes on high heat, right? Usually I let it bubble for about 10 minutes on high heat. So this is how the rice is looking. We are all done. You just want to give it a final stir so that it don't get cake up when it cool. But this is the rice now, nice and chilly, al dente for the bougie people in the back. Yeah, not too soft, not too tough, just perfect for your Sunday dinner. So this is the final product. Nice rice and peas, beautifully plated with some fried chicken. If you want the recipe for that fried chicken, look out for the next video. But if you enjoyed this video,